Welcome to Ken Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats. The Mountaineers will kick it away first. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bobcats offense will have the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They're setting up the screen, and that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. The aerial assault continues. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and goal. Makes his connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space. Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
And see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Appalachian State's offense has the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it on the right. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Looking for a huge play. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Number 46.
Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Mountaineers are marching down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback to move his progression.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clemens.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Snap from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Really good gains. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Bulldozes him. Just refuses to go down. Keeps those legs churning. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He's there to make the stop.
And that play had no chance. And you self-pass, and you want to sneak the draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over USF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He fires a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburner's coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're going to throw it again. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to scramble. On the move at the 30. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking left. Got room at the 35. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineer.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out the second half.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're trying to get to him. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make...
Oh, they're not get free. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He's back to throw on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The ball scores free. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Got the first down and more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
Finds his man down the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running back goes in motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Mountaineers are on the move. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They're working that left side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, App State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 19 over Boston College. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Power football with the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
If this this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll leave it with him. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field, and
he makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. You start